York City, the jewel in the crown of the USA. When it comes to urban areas, New York is a megacity that is absolutely packed full of iconic places, areas, and buildings. World-renowned for its concentration of skyscrapers and famous attractions, New York City is what many foreigners often visualize when they think of the USA. Two, Grand Canyon. Attracting millions of visitors every year, the Grand Canyon is one of the great tourist attractions in the United States. Located in northern Arizona, this massive natural wonder was carved by the Colorado River over a period of several million years and now measures 277 miles, 446 kilometer long, over a mile, 1.6 kilometer deep, and up to 18 miles, 29 kilometer wide. 3. San Francisco. Set on the tip of a peninsula, San Francisco is a beautiful city in Northern California that is famous for a lot, and we really mean a lot, of things. Undoubtedly, the Golden Gate Bridge is the city's #1 attraction. Four, Las Vegas. You wouldn't think a city in the middle of the desert in Nevada would be as popular as it is, but it's thanks to the cavalcade of casinos here that Las Vegas is so famous. The most well-known casinos themselves are practically household names: Caesar's Palace, MGM Grand, the Bellagio. 5. Yellowstone. Yellowstone National Park was the world's first national park, set aside in 1872 to preserve the vast number of geysers, hot springs, and other thermal areas, as well as to protect the incredible wildlife and rugged beauty of the area. Six, Chicago. Nicknamed the Windy City and best known for its towering skyscrapers, sports teams, and unique style of hot dogs and pizzas, Chicago is the third largest city in the USA. Located on Lake Michigan in the heart of the Midwest region in northeastern Illinois, Chicago is a major hub for finance, industry, and commerce. 7. Los Angeles. The second largest city in the USA, Los Angeles is located in Southern California, surrounded by the Pacific Coast, mountains, and valleys. Often regarded as the entertainment capital of the world, LA is awash with celebrity culture. 8. Washington, D.C. The capital of the United States and seat of the federal government, Washington is a city located on the country's east coast in the District of Columbia. A cosmopolitan city that is home to many diverse cultures, Washington is widely known by its many iconic landmarks like the White House, Capitol Building, the Washington Monument, and the Lincoln Memorial. 9. Orlando. Home to world-famous theme parks like Walt Disney World and Universal Studios, Orlando is no doubt a favorite destination for family vacations. Located in Central Florida, Orlando is a place where dreams and magic become reality. 10. Hawaii. Renowned around the world for its breathtaking beauty, Hawaii lies far off the coast of California in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Made up of 137 islands, the volcanic archipelago has long attracted tourists to its shores due to its stunning landscapes, beautiful beaches, and rich cultural heritage. 11. Seattle. Home to global giants like Boeing, Starbucks, and Amazon, Seattle is the largest city of the USA's Pacific Northwest region. Seattle is a coastal seaport city nicknamed the Emerald City due to its lush scenery resulting from a rainy climate. And 12. Miami. One of the most vivacious cities in the USA, Miami is best known for its Latin culture and sizzling nightlife. Located in southeastern Florida off the coast of the Atlantic Ocean, Miami is also a major port city, managing the world's largest number of passenger cruise ships. 13. Boston. One of the oldest cities in the USA, Boston is best known for its wealth of American history, architecture, and academic institutions. The capital and largest city in Massachusetts, as well as the largest city in the New England region, Boston is a spectacular sight in spring and autumn with flowering trees and fall foliage. Number 14. Niagara Falls. The world-famous Niagara Falls straddle Ontario in Canada and the American state of New York. Although it is often called the honeymoon capital of the world, Niagara Falls in recent years has also developed as a popular destination for family and adventure vacations. New Orleans. Regarded as one of the most unique cities in the USA, New Orleans is widely known for its distinctive French Creole culture, cuisine, and architecture, as well as jazz music and the annual Mardi Gras celebration. 16. Denali National Park. Covering a massive expanse of mountainous land in Alaska, Denali National Park is the third largest national park in the United States. Home to Mount McKinley, North America's highest peak, this U.S. national park is located in the Alaska interior among the jagged mountains of the Alaska Range. 17. San Diego. Centered around a natural harbor, the coastal Californian city of San Diego is located on the border with Mexico. It's rich in Mexican culture, outstanding family attractions, and blessed with a year-round mild climate. As you'd expect, the city is a popular tourist destination. 18. Sedona. Next to the Grand Canyon, Sedona is one of Arizona's most sought-after destinations. Located in the north-central part of the state, the town of Sedona is known for its vibrant art scene and spiritual retreats. However, Sedona's most popular attraction is the breathtaking array of red sandstone formations that create a striking red and orange backdrop to the town. 19. Philadelphia. Often regarded as the birthplace of America, Philadelphia is known as the city in which the country's founding fathers signed the 1776 Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution. Commonly referred to by locals as Philly, Philadelphia is a major U.S. city in southeastern Pennsylvania and home to the iconic Liberty Bell and the Philly cheesesteak sandwich. 20. Savannah. The quintessential southern city, Savannah draws millions of tourists every year to its charming scenes of Victorian architecture, cobbled streets, moss-draped oaks, and leisurely pace. Lying on the Atlantic coast in eastern Georgia, Savannah is the state's oldest city, rich in history, hospitality, and natural beauty. 21. San Antonio. The jewel of Texas, San Antonio is a city steeped in both rich history and modern-day appeal. Located in south-central Texas, the city is one of the largest in the United States and best known as home to the Alamo. 22. Portland. Straddling the Willamette River in the shadow of the majestic Mount Hood, Portland is the largest city in Oregon, as well as the third largest city of the U.S. Pacific Northwest region. While the city is known for its frequent rain drizzle, it is Portland's climate that produces it with picturesque scenery. 23. Yosemite National Park. One of the most visited national parks in the United States, Yosemite National Park is prized for its jaw-dropping beauty that comprises magnificent granite cliffs, mountains, waterfalls, and glaciers. 24. Atlanta. The capital and largest city of the state of Georgia. Atlanta is a sprawling, modern city with 3 urban skylines rising up from the picturesque scenery of rolling hills, pine forest, magnificent old oak trees, and charming magnolia and peach trees. 25. Aspen. One of the most famous ski resorts in the world, Aspen lies in a remote part of the Rocky Mountains in the state of Colorado. Named after the abundance of aspen trees that dot the region, the former mining camp was turned into a popular tourist destination in the mid-20th century and has never looked back.